Hey everybody, guess who again? It's Leesie Babes here. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video is going to be a bit of a retrospective on a major change that has gone on in my life in the last little while. If you've watched my videos before, you know that not only am I a mother, but I am the mother of a 3-year-old little boy. His name is Anthony. The major part of this story is that when he was born, he was 10 pounds. I'm not kidding, he was 10 pounds, 0 ounces. The doctor said he'd never seen anything like it. He was also 22.5 inches long, which, if you know your math, 12 inches is a foot and 24 inches is 2 feet. So 22.5 inches long is 1.5 inches shy of 2 feet. I gave birth to this child. This body yielded that human being in all his gigantic glory. I delivered this child with no painkillers, no epidural, no nothing. Just some blue Gatorade and an excellent support team and determination. I was 9 pounds 8 ounces when I was born, and I figured if my mom could do it, then there's no reason that I couldn't do it too. So basically what this all comes down to is I gained some serious weight after Anthony was born. At my heaviest, I have no shame in telling you guys, I was a size 18. I was what you could refer to as plus size. I'm a 6 foot tall woman. Well, I'm 5'11" and 3/4, but 6 feet tall is just easier to say. But even being such an impressive height, being size 18 still doesn't feel good. I mean, I come from very large family. Like, my dad's very tall, my family are all very tall people. Nobody in my family is short and thin. It's just the way we are. My bones are very dense and my frame is very wide. So for me to ever dream of being like 125 pounds and like a size 7 is completely unrealistic. I mean, that's just not the way that I am meant to be. But just the same, I was well over 200 pounds. I think I tipped the scale at 235 pounds at my absolute heaviest, and that was just after Anthony was born, so that was still like all the like internal ugh, and everything was shifting back into position. Now I weigh 170 pounds. I'm a size 13, 12, 13 depending on the make, and 13 might not sound small to you, but for anybody who's ever been overweight, to lose 5 sizes from an 18 to a 13, that is a hell of an accomplishment. My waist was 40 inches. I am down to a 32. That, it still makes me a little emotional to think about the struggle that I went through to get there, but it's not a physical thing as much as it is a mental thing. Like, when you're a bigger person, you look in the mirror and what you see, it doesn't match up with the image that you think that you should have for yourself. Like, if you've ever been smaller and then gained some weight like I did when I was pregnant, I was used to being about the size that I am now, pretty much the way that I've been my entire life. I've never really had a problem with weight, but I've never been small. I've always been, like I said, of larger stock. But I was very large. I've got some photos that I'm going to show you, some weight loss comparison photos that I'm going to flash towards the end of this video for you to go through. Like what I'm wearing now is the exact same thing. Well, not the exact same thing, actually. The photos that I'm going to show you, I changed my shirt because I realized it had a hole in the side of it. The skirt that I'm wearing and the top that I was wearing in the photos that I'm about to show you are the exact same outfit I was wearing on my 22nd birthday, which is the 28th of November, back in 2008. And this morning, like when I got up, before I'd even done my makeup or my hair or anything, direct comparison, side by side. And, you know, you don't notice it at first, but it's not till you look back you realize, wow, what a change it really, really is. I don't know where I was going with that, sorry. I meant to touch back on something that I was saying before. Like, when you're bigger and you look in the mirror and what you see doesn't really match up with what you feel like you should have in your head. It's not until you decide to make that change that it's not that you will see anything right away, but it's not until the change has been made and you mentally make the preparation for the person you're about to become that you will notice any change. And it took me 3 years to lose the weight that I did. I don't have a scale in my house. I only ever weigh myself when I go to my boyfriend's parents and we weigh my son to see how much he weighs. I take a step on it to see how I'm doing. But I don't take the number on the scale seriously. I find it's just a disappointment if you pay attention to numbers. You should go by how you feel. If you feel like you've made an accomplishment, then that's really what matters. I started telling myself very recently that I have been making success, and that I notice in the photos that I'm smaller, and that I'm telling myself that I'm doing well, and in doing such, I've noticed that the image in the mirror is kind of starting to fit with the one that I have in my head. If you keep telling yourself that you feel fat and that you're not doing well and that I still have this much weight to go, then you're gonna feel like a failure. You're gonna feel fat. But instead of telling yourself how far you have to go, remind yourself how far you've come instead. I feel like I've reached the end of my journey. Like I've gone as far as I need to go. I don't feel like I need to be any smaller. I'm finally happy with how I look, and I genuinely am. I mean, I gave birth to a 10-pound child, and I'm wearing jeans that I wore in high school. I'm not kidding. You know my patch pants that I was wearing in my 65 random things video? Those are jeans that I've had since high school. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, that is huge. So I feel like I've come as far as I need to go. I feel like I am a success. And for anybody out there who is feeling like they're struggling with something like this, don't give up. Keep telling yourself that you're doing well. Don't ever remind yourself that you have so far to go. Tell yourself that you've come this far, because that is an accomplishment, and you deserve a pat on the back for that. It doesn't matter who you are, what size, shape, or nationality, race, color, color eyes, color hair, anything. It doesn't matter. All that matters is who you are. And what you should concentrate on is being the best you that you can be. Don't worry about being some stick-thin model, because that is unrealistic. Our standards of beauty have slipped so far. We believe that a woman who looks emaciated and underfed and starving and unhealthy as a figure of beauty. When did it get to the point where seeing somebody's ribs was sexy? Renaissance days, a woman like me with meat on her bones and curves and boobs and butt and all that fun stuff would have been revered and exalted on high because she came from good family. Meant her family had enough to keep her fed. How did it change? When did it change that Marilyn Monroe, who was, like, as far as I know, a size 14, was considered the gold standard of beauty in all of her curvaceous hourglass glory? When did we lose that? When did it come to a point where you have to be want to be anything? I don't agree with it. I don't subscribe to that theory at all. I think I'm pretty.